Hello, everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. Little preview of what's to come. Well, we'll roll it into the EV stock analysis. Looks like Rivian had a little fender bender there, though. Other than that, insane day in Tesla. Completely insane day in Tesla. By the way, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, ringing the bell, and hitting that ever important like button. So I've never say how you doing? I agree, Wave. You've never seen anything like this in my life. I've been doing this for a very long time. 13.53% up, $1 trillion. On a $1 trillion company, 143 points up in a single day. Yeah, on a beat of deliveries for one quarter. But this is not traded as a rational stock in a very long time. It's why the fundamentals are thrown out the window. At some point, they'll matter. Until that happens, it doesn't. So, congratulations to everybody who had a very successful day. Today, again, we got the long signal back on December 21st, and it's still riding, although I'd be definitely knowing where to take some profits and then trail a stop on the rest, because this could easily still backfill, although I am expecting some higher prices, but it is Tesla, and you can whip around a lot. So we now need to clean up this wonderful chart from a bunch of old levels. By the way, remember that double top that was triggered on the weekly, that is off the table. It's now turned into a triple top. So keep that in mind. It slightly favors a continuation pattern. And we hit that 12. We actually closed above. We closed what? Right at 1200 today. Let's take a look at those options, by the way. Option volume. We had 53,000 of the 1150s, 137,000 of the 1200s. Then next major one was the 1250s, 76,000 of them, 50,000 of the 1300s. I mean, this is insane. I want to know who these people are. The 2250s for a weekly option, 3,000 went off it. At the 22, because there's no juice in there. The call volume is absolutely completely nuts. I mean, that's driven, massive gamma getting juiced to the upside here. What else do you have to say? Besides you just got to trade with the trend until the trend ends? And we now have to update a bunch of levels. I'm not going to go through everything, although it did give opportunities to get in with the long. I was asked in the Discord channel, was this the concept I call 8 pushing the price, where it runs up, and just for a reminder, first thing I always do, no matter what the size of the gap, is put on the gap fill, and you see held at even the 25%, which is a very bullish move. Burning off the massively overbought by the 8 catching up. And then you have 8 pushing the price higher until we roll into around after lunch. You roll into in the 15-minute, just rode the price even into the close. You have this little potential mini double top on the 15 minutes, so just pay attention to that. Should it break down tomorrow morning, you can watch for a little potential short play. But we'll have to see if that continues. I mean, right now it's 12:04, although I don't really pay attention because that would just take it back to the 15-minute rotation zone. Now, this is a daily chart. We are in overbought mode. I just want to check something on the weekly. What's interesting is even if this goes on to make new highs, it's going to, unless it pushes to like 1600 in the next couple of weeks, it's going to make a nice, really nice divergence up there. So I'm going to keep an eye. Also, we had that 87.5% harmonic and that little intraday. I think I took that off already. That little intraday price projection upward. and that was also at 1200. So the 1200 was very key today. Let's figure out though what our targets are for tomorrow. I've got to use this as the pop. Let's see, I got that in the right place. Let's see. Those are the minor, then the most recent swing. The most recent swing is we got to go with that gap up. And then we got to go with this area from Friday. And there we go. So targets to the upside. Again, bullish mode for me now is roughly around, see how this fits in. I want to do the retracements from Friday also. Yeah, look at that. That's the 25%. I'm just dropping this down a hair. Right there with the 1 hour rotation zone. So as long as we're staying above 1165 area, I'm in bullish mode. That's also the 25% harmonic from this run up. So even with a pullback to that area, it is still in bullish mode. But let's take a look tomorrow. If it just starts screaming off the open, we have 1207, 1208, 12, about 16 to 1218 cluster, then 1236, and then remember 1243. Excuse me, got overexcited there for a moment. When I see now, I lost track of what I was doing. Never cough in the middle of a live stream. 1243.49. So those are all the key areas for that. At this point, for the gap fill, I need a breakdown below today's low, which was 1136.04. Other than that, we don't need the trend line anymore. So it's staying in bullish mode. I would be moving stops up also. You know, if you're going to take something off the table or move up stops, a key line in the sand would be this 1136 though, because if I got to close below that, I'd be watching for the gap fill, and then you could always re-add to your long position. But above that 1243, this is where we get to do, let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we had the forward, look at these harmonics line up. 42. Ooh, you hate gaps? Why do you hate gaps? Gaps are wonderful. You just have to know how to play them. So this is the culmination of the forward harmonics from, where was that? From the lows back here on May of 21, and then the reverse harmonics from the low of December. And look at this. So you got 1288.16 coming in right around this upward sloping channel line still. And then above that, you have a double cluster harmonic at 1330. Then you have 1417. So those are all your longer term. If you're a massive Tesla bull, those are all your massive upside levels. So, and again, if you've been long since we had that long signal, just make sure you're still trailing a stop. If you want an early warning sign, you see this little area. It's, again, also my bullish line in the sand for tomorrow, but you have this key resistance that it went through today. So that would be an early warning sign if you wanted a little more aggressive stop, that if it starts closing below there, it's back below this major support level. Then, then you have that gap level lower. But until then, the daily trend is up. Again, we went down a weekly rotation zone, rotating back up. By the way, even with this hitch in it, you still do have another massive weekly potential double top, especially if this gets up to this 1243 area. That would be interesting. I'd actually watch it on a monthly basis. Wow. And that price, this price action is just insane in this stock. What's the market cap now? uh, 1.2 trillion. So we shall see. I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of insane stuff. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm working on it. Today. I did not get anything done on the course. It was just one of those insane days, but I'm working on it. What I'll probably do also is I'll release some of it, and then if people want to jump start on it, they can like buy some mini modules, and I'll keep that in terms of whatever. If you buy some mini modules, that just offsets the price of the full course. So I can get some stuff out. I'll probably focus on doubles first, since so many people like those. Then again, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm just so glad I could help people. And don't take this kind of price action for granted. This is Tesla insanity. You still have to manage stops. You still have to, don't just close your eyes and go. It's going to. I saw people today. It was going to be 3,000 before the end of the week. It's not going to be 3,000 before the end of the week. It's not even going to be 2,000 before the end of the week. And you can still get massive, even without Elon selling. You can still get massive moves, and you can still get. It's keep in mind Elon's still involved. There are some agencies that have sent him letters. There's stuff that could still break. That could take it down. Until that's why you have to know where your stops are. But until that happens, you trade with the trend. The trend is your friend until it ends. So there's no sell signals right now. Besides, yeah, you go. Sorry, there's the potential 15-minute sell signal back to 1175. That's it. Let's see. Gaps are wonderful. I love gaps. Wavy loves gaps. Amit loves gaps. Dave loves gaps. 42 does not love gaps, and he's not a trader. Where do we end this week? I could see us hitting the potentially this 1288 harmonic with the upper channel. As long as no bad news comes out, I could see that. And if it gets enough juice with that 1300, watch those 1300 options. I'd be focusing on the 12 minor, would be about the 1220 to 30s. If they start lighting up, you get a gamma squeeze with those. I'd be watching the 1250s, and not till it's really above, like about 1260 to 1270. Don't start focusing on the 1300s, but start getting above 1270, and those 1300s are lighting up, and it can keep getting squeezed to the upside. My first target is always this 1288, because we have the upper channel with the harmonic lines. You have this little area. Then if you blew through there, I could easily see us hitting that 1330s. So, yeah, that's a huge opportunity. The 909 was amazing reward to risk in December. And again, I didn't think we got in the bullish move. We had that little flag pullback to the daily rotation zone. And then you had the delivery number catalyst. But you got to just trade the technical still. So you had the entry signal getting above, back to neutral mode right here, running up, stalling out, could not get that close above the 1100s again, but pulling back nicely with that flag pattern back to that was why we watched the rotation zones too. And this prior resistance area becoming an area of support with that rising rotation zone, and then naturally it was looking to rotate back up, but this price move is just insane. I don't like pre post market trading. I feel the market should either be open or closed. I tend to agree with that. It wouldn't eliminate gaps, because you're still going to get gaps. I actually think it would be better. The future should pretty much trade, at 23 something hours a day. But I think stocks should be more so just let it open and close. Or go 20. I mean, they're talking at some point going 24, or at 23 hours, 45 minutes in stocks at some point. I'm ready for mini modules. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. This is the peak of Tesla insanity. It is, but what are you going to do? is a massive double top. The first one is not anymore, but we could be forming another one, but it's too early to talk about that yet. I just mentioned it, but I'm not even going to map it out. It would seem so, but I have my doubts on that, Wavy. It Tesla, it's not going to go on forever. It's occurring as inevitable to continue as well. It'll continue till it doesn't. And I mean, Waka Waka. Well, at some point we will get the blow off top in Tesla. That's also why please manage your risk. I'm seeing people that are putting everything in Tesla, like their whole life savings, everything, thinking, don't do that. And know where your stops are. If you're taking above normal risk, which I wouldn't recommend in any stock, know where your stops are. 1,500, is that for this week or for when's your time frame on 1,500, Amit? 99% thanks to options. Yep. Let's see. Tesla, Waka Waka thinks Tesla will struggle to get over the major trend line. You mean this upward channel line? This one? It'll get interesting up there again. GME was insanity. It was Tesla prints money. I wouldn't call it printing money. Let's see. Largest options. Yep, the largest options were at 1,200. And Wavy again to quote, vertical up. Vertical, is that a 4-letter word? What would that 4-letter word be, Wavy? Vertical. Yes, upward line. Okay. Yeah, vertical up, vertical down. It's why again. This is fantastic for trading and learning technical analysis. I'll give it that. But so we shall see. Last time it touched choice. I'm gonna still go. Don't have a sell signal besides that 15-minute, or unless we break down below this low today, then I'd be watching for the gap fill. Those are my only 2 sell signals on the radar right now. So we're just gonna have to see. Let's see. Oh, really? Oh, wait, did I miss one? Who did I miss? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, Dave. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm sorry. Dave, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the super chat. That's a wonderful, that's making my New Year's, guys, because I'm going to expand some more, keep expanding this. And those super chats, thank you for reminding me. Who said that? I got to give you a shot. Andre, thank you for noticing that. Again, if I miss a key super chat or anything, please point it out to me. Sometimes they scroll by a little too quick and I miss things. And I'm sorry, Dave. Again, Amit and Dave, thank you for those amazing super chats. And Andre, shout out to you because you reminded me. Thanks. Thank you. Because you know what? Every time, and here's what I don't want to keep mentioning Tesla in my market overview videos because every time I say the word Tesla, even if we don't look at the stock, it's immediately limited monetization. My video goes to limited monetization, then they have to review them, and they review them like 4 days later. Well, who's going to watch this video in 4 days? So I don't mind this one getting demonetized, but it's sort of frustrating with the market overview. If I mention Tesla at all, I hate this. You mentioned the name. These are controversial videos. What's controversial about this? It's friggin' technical analysis. Boy, and when you get to Tesla stuff, I think we're one of the least controversial channels. Yes, thanks to Andre again. Oh, good, no worries. Yeah, I didn't mean to overlook you. Yep, there's exceedingly generous, and it does help. It tremendously helps the channel just to cover costs of just keeping it in my time to just keeping this going even when I'm tired for the day. Let's see, and then we'll wrap this up soon. You're very welcome. We'll have lots of successful days in 2022, and we'll expand it to look at some more EVs, and we'll just keep growing the channel. Well, thank you very much, Dave. I try to spend this time. Hey, Dan, Jet, Welcome, welcome, welcome. Best of luck. I agree with what Wavy says. Best of luck to everyone trading this year. And let's see what Tesla gives us. And let's see what the markets give us. All right. So I'm not seeing anything else. We're prepared. Oh, well, thank you, Dave. I'm just trying to get stuff out there to really help people. You know that. I know we have lots of Lucid and Rivian fans here. Tesla will fill the gaps below. I think this one will get filled. I think it'll push to new highs first, but then this one will definitely get filled. Let's take a look at Rivian and Lucid real quick because there. See, I've already looked at this little list. Look, EV list. So we got Rivian on there, which did nothing today. So did not have any Tesla sympathy. Still watching for Rivian 107.45. Lucid did have, this is actually interesting. Lucid watching with this little up move for now a run up, uh, potentially, to this 44 area. NIO, again, remember we had the double in NIO, which trigger gave you a little pullback entry and now pushing towards the second target. Tried to break down earlier today, but still going up, and it filled this gap from left behind. So NIO filled this gap. So your next target, look at that, with the 50 period exponential, 34.85, you have the double target, and you have the 50 period exponential and this little resistance shelf. So keep an eye on NIO. With this XPeng coming back down, finding support there. I'm still watching for some higher price action in XPEV also. So there's our little recap. That's sort of what we'll start doing unless I hear too many objections, because it'll probably bring some more people into the channel and help other people grow. And by the way, please share these videos with, again, even if people don't do Tesla, share the market overview. Help more people get prepared for the markets and really learn to trade beyond just Tesla. Let's see. Then, yeah, keep an eye on that call volume tomorrow. Mike is like us, has a normal job, has time and passion to try to help us learn techniques and change our lives. Yes, that's why I'm here. I spend this time. Keep an eye on that call volume. That will be my key indicator. I always will start off, especially with this kind of move, watching that. I have a feeling this is going to be a rug pull, big options pumped up, retail get on, and then pull the rug. I think that we'll get some news at some point that that could devastate this stock. So we shall see. And I already closed down the option. We'll take a look at the options again tomorrow, and I'll probably put something in Discord. Tesla's still a buy after this. I wouldn't be adding into this right now. If you wanted to do something, I'd be watching at least for a short-term pullback and then keep a tight stop. Or if you get a nice little basing play, and the long-term buy we put out there. But if you get this kind of play like this, where you get a nice move and then it bases sideways and then we start just grinding up higher, you could then jump on it, and just move up your stop. But I would not be, this is not the area I'd be looking to like load up on a lot of long-term plays, because you have your reward to risk starts getting skewed up here. So for me, this is more short-term plays with some upside potential because you can keep tight stops on them. I play shorts at this level. I need to see a topping pattern besides a 15-minute potential topping. So I'm hoping soon, Amit, with Bob Iacchino. I'm hoping soon. I would like to get him on a market overview this week to discuss some bonds. All right. That's it. Over 1,300, we ripped to 1,500. All before earnings report. Oh, what's earnings like? Is that what, February 4th? or February 2nd. Sorry, February 2nd. I thought somewhere else I saw it on the. So we will see that. I'm going to wrap it up for today, everyone. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for those super chats. Super appreciated. And I'll talk to everyone later. Bye for now.